Now we're going to go ahead and look at lesson 42, which is solving multivariable equations, which just means that we're going to solve equations for a specific variable. So a problem like that would look like this. Might say solve for y, which just means we're going to try to get y on one side of the equation and everything else on the other side. We want to set y equal to everything else. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to move everything that doesn't have a y in it to the other side of the equation. So we're going to add an x to this side, and we're going to subtract a z from both sides in order to move those over. So that would give us 4 plus x minus z. Now we still have 6 being multiplied by y, but we only want y on this side. So we have to divide each of these sides by 6, which gives us y equals this expression. But we want to go ahead and separate out those fractions. So we're going to say y equals 4/6 plus x over 6 minus z over 6. In order to change this fraction into 3 separate fractions, we have to make sure that we have put them each over the same denominator. And then all we have to do left is to see if anything can be simplified. 4/6 can be simplified to 2/3. So that gives us the answer y equals 2/3 plus x over 6 minus z over 6. And that's the answer. Pretty simple, right? Let's try one more. Let's look at solving for x in this equation. Solve for x. So the equation says 5y plus x minus 2y minus 4 plus 3x equals 0. And we want to solve for x. So we're going to start by moving everything that doesn't have an x in it over to this other side. And then we can also combine like terms on this side. So first of all, we're going to see we have 5y minus 2y, which gives us 3y. So we're going to want to subtract a 3y to get rid of those two to the other side. So we'll go ahead and do that first. And we're also going to combine these two like terms of x's. This is 1x plus 3x. Please be careful to watch the signs. That's where a lot of the mistakes are made when you're not careful about what sign is in front of each of the expressions. We have 1x plus 3x, which gives us 4x. We're going to move these y's, so we'll take care of those in a minute, but we still have this minus 4. So we have 4x minus 4 equals, remember we had 5y minus 2y, which gave us a positive 3y. To get rid of it, we have to subtract it from both sides. So 0 minus 3y is a negative 3y. So now we're going to add this 4 to each side, which further isolates the x. So we're going to add a 4 to each side, which gives us negative 3y plus 4. And our last step is to go ahead and divide each side. This is being multiplied. We want to get x by itself. We're going to divide each side by 4, which gives us x equals this expression, but we want to set it equal to individual fractions. So we have negative 3y over 4 plus 4 over 4. The very last step is to see if anything can be simplified. This remains negative 3/4 y, but this 4 over 4 is 1. And because it's being added, we need to keep it in there. So this then would be how you solve that equation for x.